Hey, how's it going? It's your boy Kennard Lewis. We here in the flesh. We doing all right. Hair still flowing. Hair still curling. You know how we do. But today I want to talk about an interesting topic, and that's about our thought process. Because I feel that the process of our thoughts is what ultimately allows us to move in various directions. It can sometimes lead us to dark times, or it can lead us to joyous times. And I know that y'all know what happens when y'all start to think good about yourself. Y'all start to feel it. Ooh. Yeah, I'm beautiful. I'm strong. I got this. You start to walk differently. You start to move differently, and that's amazing. But obviously, there's an opposite to that positivity, and there's a dark side. There's a negative side, and that negative side can ultimately lead me, and it has led me to feeling more depressed, to feeling sad, to start beating myself up, to start thinking negatively about myself to the point where I think I'm not good enough. And that's real. You know, isn't it crazy how when you're alone, like in the privacy of your bathroom, like I am on the toilet and no, not taking dumb. Oh my God, Elkanah, why you pooping? Oh my God. Yeah, I'm not pooping. I'm not taking a dump. But anyway, isn't it crazy how, again, that when you are alone, you start to think more? You start to replay scenarios that happened in the past. You start to think about what you could have done differently. You start to think about what could have been said differently. And I know that because in my times of being bullied or even in my times of messing up during my public speaking moments, I replay those situations. And I start to think about what I could have said. And I start to replay, oh, I could have said this. I could have said that. This could have worked out for me. And I start to replay that. And I'm like, damn, I should have said that. I should have thought about that. And when I start to think about those things, I try to beat myself like, damn, you're not good. You gotta be ready, Kennard. You can't stop freezing. Or in the terms of, if I didn't do well on this essay, you know what? Yeah, I have my grammatical errors. But then those grammatical errors turns into, yeah, I can't write. I'm not a good writer. I'm not meant to be a writer. I'm not cut out for this. Or even when I'm trying to apply for a job, and this happened recently where I'm waiting for the results. I'm waiting to get the answers back. And since I'm not getting them back in the time that I think I should get them, what happens? Oh, I think about, man, it would be great that I have this job, but hold up, it's looking like I may not get the job. Okay, if I don't get the job, then I don't get the money. If I don't get the money, then I can't pay the bills. I can't help out my mom. I can't buy my books. I'm gonna become more poor. I can't eat right. And you see what I'm saying? Is that my thoughts run. I know I don't always project it onto people because I don't like to put those stress and anxieties on others, but I still think about them too. I still have myself spiraling sometimes in my privacy moments, when I'm all by myself, when nobody's around me, because that's when it eats me up. That's when it eats me alive. That's when I can't breathe. And I know that I'm not the only one that thinks that. I know that I'm not the only one that has their thoughts spiraling. Because even in creating this video, I'm thinking, am I going to create something good? Am I going to think, like, I'm just overthinking, like, man, this is not good. Let me replay it. And let me restart. Oh, man, I messed up here. Let me do it again. And this is fact. Like, this literally just happened. I'm just overthinking, trying to do something. And again, I'm not trying to speak as if, I'm better than they are, because then that's when, again, those positive thoughts can lead to negativity where you start thinking of arrogance, or I'm better than you. No, that's a problem. What I'm trying to get at is we have our negative moments. We have our negative experiences. And we can't change everything that happened in our past. And we can't change what's happening in our lives. But we can change our thought process. We can believe in ourselves to think differently about what is to come. And I know we love to think about how we could have done things differently, how it should have worked out, but unfortunately, we don't have a time machine. And we can't go back in time and change every little thing. I've learned that the problem is the pattern. And sometimes when I'm moving differently, and I'm feeling differently about myself is because I'm thinking negatively about myself. It's because I'm not thinking that I'm positive. It's because I'm not thinking that I did a good job here. And sometimes it is okay to understand that, okay, you didn't do a good job here. There is room for improvement. But there's one thing to say that I did bad on this math test, or I did bad on this essay, or I did bad in this game, to thinking that I'm not cut out for it, to thinking that I'm not worthy enough for it. And that's real. Because those thoughts can really, really lead to those dark times where you start thinking about suicide, and you start thinking about not being good enough. And even just the overthinking, that can lead you to messing up even more, because you start to think so much about what you could do, what you could be. And you start to pick at the little things about yourself. You're beautiful. You're amazing. Stop thinking about what should happen or what could happen, and just do it. Just believe in it. And as many thoughts that you are thinking about yourself negatively, reverse that with positive. Always reverse. Your thought process is literally a choice. You can think. You can choose about what you're thinking about. You can choose about what you feed your brain. Like we said, we can't put positive thoughts in our brain if we don't clean out the negative ones. Our thought process is our decision. We make of it. And I know you can too. Believe in it. You're beautiful. You're smart. You're capable. And now is your time to see. It's your time to change the pattern of your thoughts so you can change the outcome of your actions. Your thoughts is where you start. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.